Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're installing this Osemall car stereo in my Toyota Tundra back here. It's a 2020 Toyota Tundra. I'm here in my garage. This one's compatible with the 2014 to 2021 Toyota Tundra. It's an Android 13 head unit. It's got 9.7-inch touchscreen. It supports Bluetooth, Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, GPS, Wi-Fi, MirrorLink, as well as backup cameras. Comes with this awesome instruction guide here, the head unit itself, and all the wiring that you'll need. You'll have to supply your own beer, as well as your own little car kind of pry tools. It does come with one, but you're probably going to want your own supply here. I'll put a link down below where you can check one out, as well as a link down below where you guys can pick up one of these things. So this thing is looking really nice. I'm excited to get this in my car. Real high quality buttons. The screen feels really nice. It's got all the things you would need to attach it. You're also going to want a little extension set to help get your old head unit out. This is all the packaging. Came really well packaged. As you can see, nothing was damaged. So let's get in my car and start getting this thing installed. I'll show you guys how to do it. Alright guys, so here we are in my truck. And I've got the SR5 base model 2020 Toyota Tundra. The seat here goes up and down. But first I got to remove this bottom kind of trim part here. I've got the light on it. There's just a little screw down here. There's one on each side that you got to remove. There's a little clip here. See if I can get it out. I already did the one on the other side. Once that comes out, let's see if I can get it out here. Just needs a little bit more. Put you guys down here while I get it out. These push pins can be a little tough. Let's see if I can get it out here. Maybe put a little pressure on it as I pull it up. Seems like it's turning in there. Having a little bit of problems. So let me try again here, guys. Alright, so I figured it out. Then to get it off, you just have to apply a little pressure underneath it. That helps the screw catch there, the threads catch. It starts coming out. And there it goes. Now this bottom piece comes right off. So as you can see guys, I got that bottom piece off. Now we'll focus on the next part. Alright guys, so we got that bottom piece taken off. Then again, just keep going up. Keep prying out. This actually came off camera, but it comes out and then you just disconnect this one piece here. And now you have access to these 4 screws. There's 2 here. There's 2 recessed back in there. So you're gonna need an extension kit and your socket set to get this head unit out. So let me go grab that and we'll be able to take the head unit out. Alright, so I got my socket set. So you're gonna want a 10mm. Let's just go ahead and do the back screws first. If we can find them. So hopefully we can get these out without dropping them. And we'll take out all 4 of these screws. Let's see, we're getting close. So let me get these 4 screws out and I'll get back with you guys. Alright, so I got the 4 screws out. They're pretty easy to get out. I was worried they would drop behind here somewhere, but it's actually pretty easy. They don't there's nowhere really for them to drop into. And then get yourself a pry tool. This one, probably a bigger one's probably better. And then just kind of lift straight out if you can. And there it goes. The whole thing comes out. Pull out all the cords. You're gonna want to put a towel up here. I don't know if you guys, yeah, where you can see where my hand is, in order to flip it up. In mine, there's a grounding cord right here I'm gonna have to undo before I can flip it up. And that's for my front camera. So we'll undo that real quick. And again, I ended my battery before I did all this. I highly recommend you do that too. So that's up here. So make sure you undid your battery. And now we can start disconnecting this, all these cords up here, and go ahead and connect our new car stereo. All right, so I'm gonna start off by undoing as many of these connectors as I can, because I know I gotta get all this stuff off of here. And a flathead screwdriver helps, of course. Let's see. This one I'm having a little bit of a hard time with. And again, I'll just keep working on all these. I already got a few of them off here. Some of them are easier than others. That one came out pretty easy. And I'll save you guys some of the heartache here. And I'll keep working on these connectors and I'll get back with you. All right, guys, so I'm back on my workbench here. You're gonna wanna take these yellow clips that were on here off, make sure they're on here, so you'll be able to push this in. This has brackets as well. I'll put a link down below where you can pick up some adapter brackets for this one, but you can also just push this in and you don't need the brackets to hold it in there. So I've got this set up. I've put my Wi-Fi antenna in, and then I got all the connectors out of here, and I hooked them up to the harness in my truck over here. Let me show you. So this is the harness that comes with right here. Plugged it in. You have this gray connector as well. So I'm going to plug these into the back of this, and then we'll turn on the car and see how it works. I'll put a link down below too with the Osemall install video. It's very helpful. I'll save you guys some of the heartbreak of me getting this installed here, or just some of the boring of me just connecting things. So let me get this connected, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, guys, got this thing installed. I've been using it for a few days now, and I love it. I love the fit and finish of it. I love the wireless CarPlay, screen mirroring. It's an awesome product, guys. So I'll put a link down below where you guys can check it out. If you got any questions, put them in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time.